Welcome back to Free for All. This week we're in Houston, Texas, checking out the now abandoned Northwest Mall. Located about 9 miles northwest of downtown Houston, this almost 800,000 square foot shopping center closed its doors back in March of 2017. Sitting abandoned now for over 8 years, the mall has fallen into quite disrepair. Plans are for the mall to be demolished soon so they can develop the property into the South Terminus hub for the eventual high-speed rail line between Houston and Dallas. But before this all happens, we had to make a trip down to check it out before it's gone forever.
Gee, Bo.
It's gonna be fun crossing this road.
Why don't you tell them where we're at?
We're at an abandoned mall right now. I've got 2 security vehicles, one on each side. I don't know how this is gonna go. We're gonna have to run through without being seen by security and hope anyone who's driving by doesn't call the cops.
Yeah, for real. Houston, Texas, abandoned mall. The bronchitis boys are back. All right, we just got in. We're in an old Macys right now.
Quite a bit of stuff in here.
Yeah, there is. Floors are soaking wet.
Yeah. I don't know if it rained recently or what. For a department store, there's still a lot in here. Mostly just the display cases and stuff, but
right there. Now we're talking to the camera. This is kind of dope. With the clock. Dang, dude.
National Screening Centers. Drug and alcohol testing. Oh, I know someone that could use that. You better get in there and get your test. Probably some scrappers. This thing's got a nice arch.
Yeah, it does. Holy cow.
Like a little pad down there so it doesn't slide. All the payphones. All off the wall broken. The mall office is right here.
Dang, that's kind of dope. Jeez, dude.
There's a mattress in here and like a dresser.
Oh! Someone stabbed the hell out of it.
What?
Look at this mattress.
Dude, Fdruckers done did this a number on this one.
Yeah.
It's so squishy.
We're getting out of these back rooms. The mold is terrible. Wanna go check out the rest of the mall here?
Is that it? That's not an actual Supreme. Supreme LA.
Trying to think what store this would have been. You can see light shining in up there. I wonder if the roof is collapsing. Let's go check it out. Oh yeah, the roof is open. Kinda hard to see, but the roof is open. I don't know if that was like a ventilation unit that was ripped off or what. Interesting.
Old Vitamin World.
This is another really good spot lit up by the skylight. Some graffiti up there. There's a mortar firework tube right there. So someone lit a firework. And if you look up right there, it looks like that's where it might have hit. Might have exploded. Potentially. You got the different wings listed there. North Wing, Foot Locker, Antique Centers down there, Image Shots, school bus uniforms. So yeah, when this mall started dying, they just started throwing stores in there. This way you had the food court. And then you got the Macys wing. They had the Champs down there at one time. And then there's another department store, which I'm not really sure what it is right there. At one point, it looks like there was Christmas decorations set up in here. Now they're just laying on the ground. The food court sign is sweet.
we'll go check that out next. Here's an ice cream shop right here. Pretty sweet. It's like everything's left. Love the colors of this tile over here. The red and white are sweet. Not a whole lot going on in here either. Most of these stores are pretty empty. The hallways though, the main areas, the food court, whatever that fountain thing is though, super cool. But most of this mall is in pretty rough shape. At least most of the signs are still up. It's a cool store. Pretty wild.
Glad we're not on those train tracks now.
Yeah. You gonna come work here? They do graduation. Graduation, image shots. Oh, the quinceañera special. They still have the developing stuff back here. Ben is not with us, but Ben, we found your favorite store. For those that don't know, Ben is a school bus driver.
That was interesting.
Damn, this looks sweet.
Black mold in here.
Yeah.
Why did he just come in here by himself?
I guess.
He's calling wood.
What the heck, dude? This is weird.
Yeah, look. He was just over here.
Oh yeah, he was just here.
You can see his dog.
And the dog's footprints, yeah. Dude, what the?
The dog should not be walking.
See his dog.
You can see his dog's footprints in his. What the?
Maybe he lives back here, dude. Dude, this had to have been a haunted house.
Yeah, it looked like it. It's all in a restaurant, though. Look at it. This part.
There's mannequins right there. Oh yeah, look at this right here. There's like bloody handprints on the wall.
What a weird spot for a haunted house.
Oh yeah, look. Like in the cooler too, and the deep freezer. There's bloody handprints on the wall.
So there used to be an old haunted house in here back in the day.
And like you come through here, and then you come through here, do this is come this way.
Holy cow.
Yeah, here they did something here. They use like spray foam. I don't really know what was going on.
They're trying to make their own black mold. They did a lot of blood, holy cow.
This was a restaurant at one point.
It was a restaurant gone haunted house.
This directory you can actually still see. Interesting. There's the mall. Honestly, not that big. There's all the stores. And then I think one of the department stores at the end turned into a antique shop, which I'm not sure if that's open or not. We're gonna go down there and check it out.
These are literally brand new servers in here. Look at this. These might be battery backups or something, but pretty wild.
You probably can't see him, but there is a cap right
Oh, there's
there.
the guy right there. Look, he's sitting outside. That is security. You see him?
There's security right there.
Don't shake that metal.
He's doing security guard of the year. Good job, man. Way to go.
I think this might have been an old Foot Locker back in the day. A retro one. Oh yeah, it was. Look. There's the bags. Yeah, it was a Foot Locker. They took all the cool stuff. A lot of no-name stores left behind here, which is usually what happens right before a mall closes. They're all no-name stores. Dude, these are all hangers. Yeah. These are all hangers, dude. I found an entire pallet of letters here. Is it Fdruckers? Or no?
Probably.
Dang, look at this old Fdruckers sign. That is dope. That is sweet too. I wonder, this was probably the Fdruckers. Yeah, this is probably the Fdruckers, dude. That is wild. So this is all the stuff from Dude, look at that. People cut the metal to get in here. That is crazy. Dude, there's a theater in here too.
No, it was like a
Oh,
play theater. A few of the seats still left though.
we're thinking the mall might have flooded back in the day because it's all goes up like 2 feet. The black mold line. It's pretty bad. Ugh. Got some nasty still water. All right, we have one final part to check out through here. And it's kind of creepy. They left some stuff behind, but nothing cool. Bunch of mannequins over here. I know.
There's a lot of mannequins and
You must not pass go.
what did he say?
You must not pass go. Payphones ripped off the wall. That's crazy. Fuzzy Ann's welcome room. Fuzzy Ann. Yeah, this is weird how they have this set up.
What do you think that guy?
I don't know. Look at that. What the? Holy. No way, dude. Choppa VIP. Jackson, you don't know about Choppa VIP? Oh, yeah. Dang, this place is sweet. Never seen a nightclub in a mall before. Pretty wild.
On top of that breaking news out of Northwest Houston, a shooting at Northwest Mall.
Yeah, it's a story we've been following since 5 o'clock this morning. Cops are still on the scene outside the mall, 290 in the West Loop. Kathy Hernandez is there. She's been covering this live all morning long. Kathy, do police know who is behind this?
No, they're still trying to gather some information right now. In fact, they've secured the scene, and now investigators are expected to come out here very soon. That's when we'll hopefully learn some more information. They got out here about 4:15 here at the Northwest Mall. The shooting happened outside a nightclub here, and we noticed actually several officers looking at vehicles out here, mainly a black pickup truck with Mexico license plates. Reports tell us that there was a large fight here when the shooting happened, and at least one person was hit. No word on their condition or if there are other victims. According to its Facebook page, it was expected to close at 2 this morning. Not sure why people were still here at 4:15 this morning, but we'll gather more information for you. Reporting live in Northwest Houston, Kathy Hernandez, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Dude, this mall was crazy after it closed. They got a nightclub bar in here. Pretty wild. They got the VIP stage up here. They were partying in the mall, dude. Imagine partying in the mall all night and then going to explore the abandoned part. That'd be wild. The Wall of Fame. These are all pictures from people that used to party here. Maybe you partied here. Jackson, did you party here?
In another life.
After that second encounter with the homeless man and his dog, the crew thought it would probably be best to start making their way out. Northwest Mall was a trip. Between the lackluster security outside and one of the more interesting homeless encounters we've had, it was an explore we will never forget, with future plans still awaiting movement from the city. Northwest Mall continues to sit abandoned, decaying like many of these malls we explore. I guess it will remain a free-for-all.